Okay, really quick, what we're gonna go over now are hot reads, checks, and play direction. So what we'll start with is play direction. So what we're doing when we run a play, all right, is we are counting the number of defenders on each side of the nose. Okay, so that is the defender right here over top of the center. Okay, and what we're counting is how many players on each side of their defensive formation can disrupt our run play. Okay, so let's say, for example, on this, if we have inside zone called out of formation number 4. Okay, there's a few ways we can address this. Okay, so right now, let's say, for example, if we want to go inside zone, if we've got inside zone called and we're lined up like this. Well, let's count these guys here. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, and potentially a 4th guy right here. Okay, but on this side, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so obviously it's probably better for inside zone if we come off the quarterback's left shoulder. Okay, so quarterback, all you have to do in this instance is flip the running back. So if he's on the right, okay, and it looks better to go to the left, all you have to do is go just like this. You tell him to go to this side here, and he will go just like this, and jump over, and now we flip the play. Just like that. It's that simple. None of these guys have to move. He doesn't have to move. Okay? All you have to do is simply whip your hand, and that's going to move him from this side to this side. Boom. All right, we're good now. All right? So let's talk inside zone. So here we come. All right? Here we go. We've got a chip here. We've got an inside block here. Okay, depending on which way this mic goes, this mic is going to get picked up by either one of these guys. Okay, and we're reading the end. But either way, on this side of the nose, we have 1, 2 versus 1, 2. We're 2 on 2 there. Okay, so we're going back to matchups again. We like this. Okay, we're 2 on 2. The center has the nose, okay, which is why we don't count the nose, because he's going to get picked up anyway. All right, so again, this is what we're going to get, and this is how we want to do it. We flip the play, okay, we get a college call saying we're coming off the left. That tells the interior, that tells the offensive lineman which way we're going. The receivers don't have to move, and just like that, we flip the play. And this guy over here, that was now a factor, he's not going to have time to run all the way over here and position himself over here now. Okay? So he'll probably stay put, which is fine. We snap the ball, we read this guy. If he crashes, we go, so forth, so forth. All right? But that is how we determine play direction. We're counting the number of defenders on each side of the nose that can make the play. Okay? So again, on this side we have 1, 2, 3, and potentially a 4. Okay? And on this side we have 1, 2, 3. But keep in mind, on our inside zone play, we're not blocking one of the defenders. So at that point, it's 2 on 2. Okay? So we're evenly matched there. So that's perfectly fine. All right? Now let's talk about checks. Okay? Let's talk about checks. All right, let's say if we read blitz, okay, quarterback, you come out and you get a pre-snap read, okay? You get a pre-snap read, and you can see that these guys here are creeping up to the line, Okay, they're creeping. Okay, or they're standing staggered. And generally speaking, when at this level, when defenders are trying to blitz, they'll usually do a pretty good job of giving it away, and they'll creep to the line just like this. And when we see that, okay, quarterback, all right, how you take care of this is if we have a run play called, which in this case we have inside zone called, and we can see that they're sending people, okay, if you get a pre-snap read, if you feel like they're blitzing, go ahead, check out of it, okay? So like, for example, you can go to 0, okay? So you can say check 40, because we're in formation 4, and we want to go route 0. Okay, so you say check 40, okay? And then you're going to tell the A to swing, okay? So what's going to happen is at the snap of the football, this guy's going to get a rush, okay? He's going to come here, he's going to come here, okay? These guys are going to rush, they're going to rush here, he's going to try to come off the edge, and that's fine. You simply turn, throw the swing right here. We got a block here, and we should be running. The next guy that should be able to make that tackle should be this guy here. Okay? That's fine. So again, if teams want to blitz, that's perfectly fine with us, but it's up to the quarterback to read that pre-snap. They give it away. It's not like they're going to do a good job of hiding it. Okay? And if they do try to disguise it and wait on a delayed blitz, they probably won't get there in time. Okay? They're probably not going to hit their landmarks in time. So make sure that when we come out, that we pay attention to where these guys are. Okay? Again, so let's say, what if they just leave this guy over here now? Okay, and they bring the free safety over top of that guy. That's perfectly fine as well. Let's say, for example, if running backs lined up on this side and we have inside zone called, okay, quarterback, you're taking your pre-snap read, and you can see that these guys are creeping up. Okay, you see that these guys are creeping up, and chances are they're coming. Okay, again, go ahead, flip your running back, just like we went over. Go ahead and flip them. Check 40, check 42, check 43, check whatever route you run. It doesn't matter. You can call whatever you want. Okay? But your first read right here is going to be to throw this swing right here. We're going to throw the swing away from the blitz every single time. Okay? Each time they try to send middle pressure or pressure off the edge, we're throwing in the opposite direction of the pressure. Okay? So all we're doing, again, they can send as many people as they want in here. You are turn, throw, all right? You've got blocks out here, and we're going. Get what we can get. Okay? Now, let's say, for example, okay, so let's go to pass game checks. Okay, let's go to pass game. Okay, now, let's say if we have 46 called, okay, all right, that gives him a slant. Okay, here we go, we got a takeoff, we got a fin. We got that there. Okay. So what we're going to do is now we've got to understand something. Is that if this corner, okay, is way out here in no man's land, okay, what we'll do is we'll signal to the X. We can either keep the slant, okay, if this wheel is sitting there, okay, then what we'll do is tell the X to simply step back. We'll send him a signal, and he's just going to step back, It's a catch and throw, and we're running whichever way he gives us. Okay? So literally, all right, we'll come up with a signal on the field that it'll tell our receiver that if we get this kind of a look and it's one-on-one out there and that corner's out in no man's land, okay, we'll give him like a face mask call or a number or something like that, and all he's going to do is turn and wait for the football, and it is literally a catch and throw, and we should be okay. All right, so that's how we handle pass game checks. It's really, really simple. Now, what happens? Okay, again, it's all going to depend on what kind of look the defense gives us. Okay, that will tell us what we check to and what we can and can't do. You know what I mean? So it's a little hard to draw up because, again, we have a base alignment, but again, we don't know if they're going to roll coverage or what. Okay, we don't know if they're going to try to do something late. It's kind of hard to predict that, but if they do it, we will have drilled it and we will be ready for it. Okay, so those are our checks and our play call direction. All right, and that's it for our checks and play calls.